So Steelers will start at the 40-yard line. Russell Wilson gets the start. And Golden, you won a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson in your Seattle days. Wilson with a good pocket, wants Pickens again and has him again down to the 30. So a big chunk play on 3rd and long there as Pickens beat Bassey. Then Carson Wentz as well, a guy who started 93 games in his career. Russell Wilson started a bunch of games. They handed off to Patterson there. He was met promptly. Pascal had a great game a week ago against Kansas City. He jumps in to make the tackle.
The more time you give him back there, the easier you make it to pick him off.
Hole opens up the middle here for Patterson, and he'll waltz right into the end zone. 30 yards, 30 quick yards on the opening drive for the Steelers. What is the Steelers, who didn't score a touchdown in their preseason game a week ago, who have the scoring underway today. And Funk will bring this out, caught in the landing zone, got a nice block, and took it just past the 30 before being brought down by Jalen Elliott. And now here comes Hendon Hooker. Hooker with reps in his first start today. Dumps it off and has the running back Donovan Knight, who picks up about 8 yards there. You know a lot of them are filled up, but who can leave it on the line today to try to grab the ones that are available? Mentioned Dilstra. He's a guy who's trying to grab one of those spots. Brought down by Patrick Queen, but not before a gain of 8 in the first down.
That is a first down, removing the sticks.
Hooker right back to it, under pressure again. This time they'll smartly take the sack. Especially last week, it has made such strides spring until now. Stay in the pocket again, but it collapses again.
And this is where we need the growth.
Trying to keep the pocket held up on the outside, but the ball is out. And the Steelers right now, if this is declared a fumble, have it. And it is Steelers football.
John's going to have to make some adjustments and get some pressure.
Fields will take himself with his legs. He's done that quite a few times in the field. P-Ryan in the backfield, down the seam, caught short of the end zone. It is Pruitt.
One of the most athletic players on the field to the left to try to get that ball in.
Back to P-Ryan. This time a door opens up very wide, vaults into the end zone, and 2 quick Steelers touchdowns to begin this game. A sense of nostalgia maybe for fans who were at those games, and something to look forward to as well. 15 days away from doing it for real. Right now, Isaiah Williams, a dynamic guy all preseason long and in camp, takes it up to the 45 and finally gives the Lions a little juice here. Just learned that the Rams left tackle Lamar Jackson was suspended for the first 2 games without pay, so it could potentially play a role in that season opener. Right now, it could potentially only play 3 games outside of the season as well. Crossing route intended for Donovan Peoples-Jones off the mark there. You think of those Green Bay, Chicago.
They're going to have to cover for less time.
See, a 3rd down. Fields didn't see the snap coming. And finally, the Lions look like they'll get a defensive stop due to the miscue from Pittsburgh. See if they can carry some momentum into this second quarter. Going back to the air, got a block again, had to elude some tacklers, ultimately goes down for the 3rd time today. And there's the first time this Lions defensive line really steps up. It was one of those borderline everyone but the center ones. Hooker steps up and he is sacked for the 4th time in this opening half. That is Julius Welshaw.
Because you want to sell every route as if you're running to go, but then you want to shut it down around 10 to 12 yards or 16 yards in one of those intermediate routes, and that's going to be wide open because DBs are going to get out of there.
Looking to get on the plus side of the 50. We got Hendon Hooker in now. Jared Goff's been a great mentor for Hendon Hooker during the early stages of his career.
He's moving in the slot, across the slot, into a bunch formation.
And they run that way. Big gaping hole for Funk, who's getting the majority of these carries now in the second quarter.
Get a look. See what he does here.
That's his strength in that slot. Hooker pressured early, has to use his legs. And does. Oh, it got out of the tackle there, and nearly found a touchdown, getting down to the 2 on a gain of 19. The hooker has Funk, wants him in the end zone, and has him. Family's growing since then.
Oh, yeah. Got 3 you little rascals at home now.
Now that ball came out. It is out, and it is live. Can the Lions come out with it? It looks like this might be in Detroit hands. Been a fun guy to talk about in this preseason. We know John Kaminsky went down with the injury. You have Marcus Davenport stepping up. Now Hooker back on an offense. Back to the air he goes. Over the middle. And it is the man who caught the touchdown pass last week in Caden Davis. Has a catch of 18 here. They opt to run it. And now a chance to tie the game with the extra point.
Or just run it in a wide open hole.
The fans keep upholding their part here. Sold out in a preseason game. What kind of boost did the fans give this team in Ford Field?
It's crazy. We got the best fans in the NFL, and I will stand on that because being sold out in the preseason.
A special player, no doubt. He can do everything. Him exploding through the hole, I've never seen anything like it.
To open up their season against the Falcons. And now Allen looking down the sideline into one-on-one. And it's Des Fitzpatrick, the Michigan native, who has a big play down the field, was able to beat Gilmore and the former Harrison High School Hawk, and also went to Waterford Mott High School, able to make a big play of 60 yards.
And jet sweeps and motions that you got to have your communication at peak.
The 26-yard attempt for Matthew Wright is through. Remember, the Lions missed one on the other side, so Steelers take a 17-14 lead in the late stages of this third quarter.
Bach is he's going to be good in this league, I believe.
He's already shown the potential. Hendon Hooker, that ball was tipped and intercepted by Cam Sutton. So now Sutton will return it and get over to the sideline. Sutton back in Ford Field. He is suspended the first 8 games of the regular season. Now Lions defense trying to respond with the stop. They forced a turnover earlier, and they're in the backfield. This time, Lawrence Strickland came up to finish it off. Now 3rd and 7. Allen's had the last few series. They want the one-on-one again. It is Jenkins. Did he make it in bounds? He did.
Slant routes and flat routes.
They're looking down the field here. This is exactly what he wanted. Maurice Alexander climbs the ladder, holds that in, and has his biggest chunk play of the game. A flag does go flying here, but it's a gain of 29 if it stands.
And it's locking them all. That's going to be costly.
You called for it. They gave it to you. Hooker going to roll to the opposite side of the pressure. Might have to use his legs again. Here he does. As a first down. We'll see what this flag is for, though, on the second straight play.
Some tough decisions coming up for the Ford family and the coaching staff.
These players are going to make those decisions hard. Jefferson into the end zone, and the Lions are back on top. 21-17. Just a preview of what we'll see when September 8th rolls around. John Rice Plumlee returning here, looking for the edge. Got the sideline, and Plumlee was knocked down by Bates over on the sideline.
Yeah, and just focusing on the process, not necessarily the results, because the results will come if the process is right.
Now Fromm goes down the seam, has a completion, and Calhoun able to atone for that last mistake on the penalty. Sets up the Lions in plus territory. Wide out trying to make the team. Big play for him there. You're right, Fromm has been looking confident. They go over the middle again, and it's Calhoun again.
Another one.
From 46, he was hitting from 57 in warm-ups. There was a flag before the snap. The kick is good.
There we go. For the Lions.
Champlin is stopped in the backfield. Should be a loss of at least 3.